There are over 1.6 billion individuals worldwide with a physical functioning difficulty. But that's not the problem. The problem is an overall lack of technology to aid individuals as they maneuver more equitably. So, we've created a fleet of accessible products to make the world more accessible one door at a time, beginning with our push fob, a remote device that allows you to open doors from 15 to 20 feet away with the push of this fob that can be worn as a wristband or attached to wheelchairs, walkers, or crutches. From there, we created the Push app, an app that allows you to open doors using voice activation to make the world more accessible and equitable. And finally, we've created a special device called the Hero Door Opener. Don't take my word for it. Take a past version of my word for it. Our newest invention, the patent-pending Hero Hinge, a device that allows you to open doors, any door, automatically using this product that doesn't need to be hardwired into a building. And all you need is a push fob. You press the button, and then the door opens. And lastly, but certainly not least, you have my very eclectic team that helps make this possible, with individuals with skills ranging from doctorates in human resource development, mechanical engineering degrees, mathematics and financial degrees, criminology, individuals a part of the disabled community who are helping us build for and with the community, and champion speech and debaters who travel the United States advocating every single day. My team is strong. Hello, everyone. Just for a quick synopsis, we open doors, nice and simple. With over 42 billion doors in the world, we've all faced that struggle of trying to hit the button with your butt or trying to bump into it to then get through the door. And for a lot of cases, doors don't have any accessibility. And so that's why the Hero is so vital, making sure that any and every door can become accessible in a way that is affordable and equitable.
What a brilliant concept. We've talked a lot about that in travelability, so it's super exciting. Are you ready for Q&A, or do you want to add anything else?
Absolutely ready.
Fantastic. All right, let's start with Zach. Zach, what is your question?
You are muted.
Thanks so much for being here today. Got it. Talk a little bit more about the Hinge, the useful life of it, what operates it. How would I know if I'm assuming maybe battery power? Does it give me indications of low battery, et cetera? Just tell me a little bit more.
Great question. So the way that the Hero works, it is a low power operating system, which you can just think of as a hinge with a motor inside of it. There's a motor and a battery inside of the Hero. You put it on top of the door, 2 screws to the top of the door, 2 screws into the frame of the door, and then you plug it in. There's a battery inside of it that can be charged when it's plugged in, but if you choose to take the cord out of it, it has a battery life for 3 days, or you can just keep it constantly plugged in. The life of the Hero is going to be 10 to 15 years with regular maintenance, with the maintenance being nice and simple. You open it up, check to see if the battery has any corrosion, as you would for a car or any other device that kind of has a battery of this caliber in it. And then from there, you just leave it running daily.
Thank you.
Great. Wonderful. Okay, let's move on. Carol, you are up.
Great presentation. Thanks, Pierre. What's the price point on it?
So right now we're hoping to price it between $1,300 and $1,500. So compared to what it is on the market right now, an automatic door is about $3,000 to $6,000 plus the cost to hardwire it into the building. Since we're taking away that hardwiring cost, right now we're hoping that can be our price point. As of yesterday, we just completed our second MVP of the Hero, and we measured twice, cut once. And it only cost us about $3,000 to make that version without it actually having the full production movement that it's going to have. So we're looking like our price point is going to be right where we want it to be, if not a little bit lower.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. All right, next judge, Betty, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, hi, Pierre. Thank you for that lovely presentation. I have a lot of doors here at the Kennedy Center, so I know the frustration that people have. Tell me, what happens if I don't have a little thing on my wrist, or I don't have the little push button? Is there another way to use this tech?
Yes, great question. That actually attaches to a question that I think Zach also asked that I didn't fully answer. So the Hero can be opened using the push fob, using the push app, but we can also create a wall button for the Hero as well. So we can use a wall button. The only difference is our wall button won't be hardwired into it,
unless they wanted a hardwiring option, we could put our button wherever they wanted it to be placed. So if a user found it more accessible for it to be on the door itself, we could place it there because it's using radio frequencies to ping as opposed to hardwiring into the building.
Excellent question. So innovative. All right, Chris, you're up.
Thanks, Christy. Hey, Pierre, great job and congrats. In terms of the go-to-market, are there partners, distributors, channels you can go through to get into the market more quickly than you folks having to go door to door yourselves? Yes.
So I think for the synergy of why we're all here and really what brings us all together, the opportunities really range in a lot of different sectors. But I think the hospitality sector, thinking about hotels, would be a great avenue for us to move into and move forward. A lot of these hotels have ADA specific doors and rooms that are for individuals who might have those specific needs. If we are able to kind of create that partnership, it allows the Hero to build and flourish. Additionally, we do have a partner that we're working with that is a hinge manufacturer that I can't fully name right now that will also help us in our expansion into the market.
Thanks.
Wonderful. Great question. I love that. All right, Katie, you are up.
Hi. What is the business plan in terms of, it sounds like this is a B2B piece rather than going direct to consumer. Is that right?
Yes, as of right now, we are doing B2B. In the future, we hope that the fobs can become more B2C as we get more traction throughout different doors. But right now, we are B2B.
Fantastic. And Jake, you're up. And we are low on time, but not out of it. So if there's another question or two, we can take them. All right, Jake.
Yes. So can it be used? Can it be programmed into a hotel key card?
I love that question. Absolutely. So a lot of times the frequencies that come for key cards, the companies also make stickers that can fit on either a fob, or we could just make it so the Hero automatically programs that when they actuate the door, it is also actuating the key access for the door to open as well. So that is something that we've been going back and forth on as we've been thinking about it. It is very possible, and it is an exciting future for us.
I'm not a judge, but there's not a judge question, so I'm going to ask it anyway. One of the things that I thought of was having a wireless, being able to wave your hand, a sensor in case somebody can't actually press a button.
Yes, and so interestingly enough, those buttons where you do wave do exist. The problem that we identified with them is sometimes you have to be this close to the button for it to actually register you. But we could have that use case added to what we have created because of the versatility that we've implemented into the Hero. So I love that thought.
Excellent. Well, we have a little less than a minute left. So if there's any other last minute questions, please go ahead and ask one. We've got time for one more. All right, Jake, go for it.
So what I wanted to bring up is that there have been surveys done, and the #1 issue with wheelchair users is that the doors are too heavy to get into, especially if they're alone. Because if they're alone, that means they're traveling solo. Even if they get into the door, they can't get out. And they have to they basically have to call the front desk to get them out. So I think this is a great solution that you're providing, and I hope you can refine it and and keep it, making it more, kind of a wider offering for the hotel community. So I'm going to introduce you to the people from the Schoolhouse Hotel, where every room is accessible. So so keep it up. Thank you, Pierre.
Thank you so much.